Good morning, everybody. I am AC Osberg, and this is the AF Breakthrough Live. Today, we're going to be talking about your habits and are they the only thing that drive you to drink, or is there something underlying, something that you might be missing, something that not everybody knows about, a bit of a secret to probably about 90% of people who are trying to quit drinking. There's a secret that I found when I quit drinking, and hopefully I can share that secret with you. So let's get to the live. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful April day here. Hopefully that you are doing well today, that you're hungover free, and that you're sober, and that hopefully, for now, anyways, at this moment you are alcohol free. And if you're not, and you're looking to quit drinking, or you need to leave that problem behind completely, trust me, you can do it. Took me 19 years to get here. July 28th, about 3 years ago, I decided that I wanted to quit drinking and that I was going to quit drinking, and I quit just like that. I didn't use AA. I didn't use a recovery program. I didn't use anything like that. Not saying that there's anything wrong with those things, but I personally felt like something was wrong with me, that I was able to quit just like that and never go back. I didn't relapse. And look, and everybody who's relapsing out there, that it's okay to fail. It's okay to fall down. It's okay to struggle with this. This is not your fault. This is an addictive substance, alcohol, that they put out there. The marketing companies put that out there to get you addicted and to get you trapped in the trap. In the book, Quit Alcohol Easily, The Easy Way by Alan Carr, he likens this to like a Venus flytrap. There's, if you've ever heard of a Venus flytrap, a Venus flytrap is basically, it's a pitcher plant. It's a plant that has all this sweet nectar on the inside, and a bumblebee or a fly or whatever kind of bug flies over top of it, and it smells that nectar, and it goes inside. And what happens is it doesn't know it's trapped until it's actually inside the plant, eating the nectar, getting the nectar, and then all of a sudden it realizes it can't get out, and it's trapped, and it can't fly out of the trap. Now that's just like alcohol. Alcohol traps us because it's addictive, and it gives us a way out to relieve stress. It gives us a way out that we think it gives us a way out to relieve stress. It relieves anxiety. It relieves all this pain in our lives, but it actually is a liar because it's a poison, and it's an addictive poison. And these companies know that, but they continue to put that out there, and they continue to promote it as this fun thing. Have you ever seen, who here has seen a commercial for alcohol recently? It's always people, it's always a manly man, or somebody having a party, they're having fun. They never show you the puking. They never show you the destroyed families. They never show you destroyed finances. They never show you the shakes. They never show you the withdrawals. They never show you any of that stuff, because they want you to think that you have this thing that's not addictive. It's your fault if you get addicted to this stuff. It's your fault. You're an alcoholic. You can't handle it. Everybody else is a normal drinker, and you're not. So there's something wrong with you. And I just want you to tell you that there is nothing wrong with you. This is an addictive substance, and that we can break free from that addictive substance, because I've done it, and a lot of other people have done it too. And I've been doing a lot of research lately, because it really bothered me to think to myself, how come I could get through the cravings and get through those rough couple of first months, and then never look back, and I don't even crave alcohol anymore. But there's so many people out there that go 8 months, a year, and they're still craving alcohol. They're still relapsing. They're still doing, going through that struggle. So how many of you people, if you want to give me a comment, if you're going to comment on this, you have to allow StreamYard to be on your Facebook, just so we're all aware of that. So, but anyways, if you want to comment, just leave one there. But I just wanted to ask you, how many people have quit drinking for 7 days, a month, a week, and then they've just gone back to their old habits. I just want to see how many people have done that, because it's totally a thing. I know that because I go and I'm in these groups on Facebook, and I see people in my group too. And we're all just struggling with relapse. We're struggling with getting over this hump of not being able to quit. Now, the whole point of this live stream today was to explain your habits. So look, we have habits, we have bad habits, right? We all know that drinking's a bad habit. If you don't know that drinking's a bad habit, you wouldn't be listening to this. You wouldn't be seeking out knowledge. You wouldn't be doing all those things that you need to do to understand how to quit, right? So if drinking wasn't bad, if we know drinking's bad, and you know it's a bad habit, then why don't we quit? We consciously know. We consciously know that if we take another drink, that sometimes it could kill us. If we're, a real alcoholic that's physically dependent on it. But if we're just a problematic drinker, we know that it's causing us health problems. We know that it's, probably going to kill us. We know that it causes cancer. We know all these things. You can tell people all these things, but why don't they quit? Why don't you quit? Why don't you quit for good? Why don't you just leave alcohol behind? You know it's bad for you. You know that it's not going to help you, but why don't you do it? Well, let me tell you why. And I found this out. And, this is in plenty of other areas of self help. This is in plenty of other areas of psychology. But there, you have habits, you have conscious habits. Now, your conscious mind. Does anybody know what the conscious mind is? Okay, well, if you don't know what the conscious mind is, the conscious mind's in charge of, all the things that come into it. It's in charge of, the basic thoughts. It's in charge of all these things that you can see visually that to be a fact. The conscious mind is in charge of all those things that you know as facts. The conscious mind is in charge of, the things that you see about alcohol. It goes into your conscious mind, and you consciously know that you should quit drinking, but there's an underlying thing that happens. And I just wanted to share just a quick little picture with you guys. Let's see if we can find it. I wasn't able to look this up earlier. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to see if I can find this. Let's see if we can pull this up here. Okay, let's share. Let's see if I can share my screen. This is the first time I'm doing this. So share screen. All right. Entire screen. Okay. And share audio as well. Chrome tab. Okay, so let's look at this now. So here we go with the conscious mind. So there's three levels of the conscious. There's the conscious, the pre-conscious, and the unconscious. Now all your habits, alcohol is bad for you. You got the conscious mind right here. This is you on this iceberg right here. You're freezing. You know that alcohol is bad for you, but you continue to drink because you down here in the lower levels, even deep down here, you have an unconscious belief that you can't do it. You have an unconscious belief that that alcohol gives you something. You have an unconscious belief that alcohol is actually helping you in some sort of a way. Now, what happens is that these unconscious beliefs are what actually are controlling you. See, we think we have control over habits, and to a point we do. When we wake up, we can change the habit. We can change the habit of exercising. We can change the habit of certain things, but really what controls us is our subconscious mind. Now, everything goes into your conscious mind, and then your subconscious mind is what actually controls your habits. So what happens to the subconscious mind? If you've been fed all these things from society, from when you were a child, from when you started drinking. I started drinking at the age of 12. So at the age of 12, I had this subconscious belief that alcohol made me feel braver. I was a 12-year-old kid. I didn't want to talk to people, but when I drank alcohol, I was able to talk to people. I was able to do these things. I was able to be social. I was able to do all these things. And I thought it was because of the alcohol. And I linked that into my brain that alcohol gives me the power to be sociable, be myself, go have fun, all those things. So have you ever had alcohol feel like alcohol gives you something. It relieves your anxiety. It relieves your depression. It relieves alcohol. I can't live with alcohol. I can't be sociable with alcohol. I definitely can't go to a party with alcohol. I can't be around someone else without alcohol. I can't have sex without alcohol. It won't feel good, or it won't be, as good as I thought it would. I can't do all these things without alcohol because I need it. I need that alcohol. That is a subconscious belief. That belief is below the surface of your thoughts. Now, how do we get rid of these subconscious beliefs? How do we change that? Well, it's going to take a little bit more work than the 5 minutes I have today to help you change that. But one big thing that you need to change, I think today, if you can, is change your beliefs around alcohol. Because once you change your beliefs around alcohol, that's gonna roll into your habits, and that's gonna roll into being able to be alcohol free for life, because you can do that. And it's called spontaneous sobriety. And I didn't know what the hell happened to me, but it took 19 years for me to happen, and it usually takes about 19 to 20 years for someone to just spontaneously be like, I don't want to drink anymore, search for the knowledge and get alcohol free. But yeah, so it's called spontaneous sobriety, and it does happen, but you need to work on your beliefs first. And that's what I definitely had to do. I definitely had to look at my beliefs around alcohol. So if you can do anything for me today, anything at all, I would suggest that you take a piece of paper today. You take a piece of paper and you write pain and pleasure on both sides. See what happens is humans only do things for two reasons: pain or pleasure. Now you have pain linked to alcohol, and you also have pleasure linked to alcohol. So all the things that are painful about alcohol, I want you to write on one side, and all the things you get from pleasurable, you get on the other side. Because look, when we're trying to change our habits, I think we put too much pressure on ourselves, and we think that everything, I'm such a bad person for wanting to do this. But your brain and your brain just wants it to give you pleasure. It doesn't matter how it gets there. It just wants you to have pleasure. And alcohol gets added into the mix, and it's addictive, and it does give you pleasure at first. It gives you that euphoric feeling, but you're always chasing that feeling. You're always searching for the next high. You're always searching for that euphoric feeling, because it goes away. It's a trickster. It's a liar. It's like kind of like it's kind of like when it's like what is taking it's like giving yourself blisters just so you can get the relief of taking off your shoes. Now what that means is alcohol actually causes the withdrawal system with withdrawals that you have. So alcohol is actually tricking you, because it gives you the euphoria, but then it causes the withdrawal, so you have to have more. It's not relieving. It's not actually relieving those withdrawal symptoms. It's not actually relieving that anxiety, because it's tricking you into thinking it relieves it, but then it's causing it even more, if that makes sense. So what you want to do is you want to take that piece of paper, and you're going to want pain and pleasure, and I want you to look at those things. Alcohol. So in the pain category for me, alcohol causes financial pain. Alcohol causes pain within my family. Alcohol causes pain in my body. Alcohol causes pain in my job, my career. Alcohol it does not help me think. It gives me brain fog. I would not be able to wake up today and do this live broadcast if I was still drinking. Those kinds of things. So that's my pain. And then what pleasure did I get out of alcohol? Well, if I thought about it, I thought alcohol was giving me, I thought alcohol was going to give me pleasure by relieving anxiety. I thought alcohol was giving me pleasure by giving me confidence. I thought alcohol was giving me pleasure by, you know, making me be able to be more sociable. And now that I look at that, all those things in the pleasure list are lies. Now I want you to look at your list and see, are those lies? Is it true that alcohol actually relieves your anxiety, or does it increase it? Is it true that you're actually more confident when you drink alcohol, or you just think you're more confident? Because there's a lot of things that go around along in the brain with alcohol, and the chemical releases and all those things that make you think that you're, more confident. But in reality, you're not. Have you ever been around a drunk person when you weren't drunk? Are they more confident? Do you want to be around that person? No. And neither do you want to be around yourself if you saw yourself when you had too much to drink. So just take a look at that list. And now let's take another list, right? Pain and pleasure. And let's put the pain of alcohol on one side and the pleasure of quitting. of being alcohol free. Because see, on the pain side now, you can put it's painful because it gives me hangovers. It's painful because I feel trapped. It's painful because I don't want to do this anymore. It's painful because I keep relapsing. It's painful because whatever your reasons are. And then I want you to put the pleasure of quitting, even for 30 days. Guys, if you just take a break, you don't have to quit. I mean, it would be great if you could be alcohol free forever. It'd be great if you had spontaneous sobriety. It would be great if you, but if that's not you, then just take a break. Challenge yourself. Say, I'm going to take a break for 7 days. Now you have those beliefs now. You've seen them. Okay, you got the painful. You've linked pain to alcohol, and you've linked pain. Now you have the pleasure. Um, Now that those things you want to go towards, those things are your identity. Those things you want to go towards. The pleasure of not being hung over, the pleasure, and build on those things. Because once you start building on those things go into your subconscious mind, and those things will create a new identity. You see, the subconscious mind is in control of all your beliefs, but it's also in control of your identity. You have an identity attached to who you think you are, um, in all areas of life, but you have an identity attached to who you think you are as a drinker. You think you're more funny. You think you're more outgoing. You think, and those are all lies, because nobody's. I mean, maybe you might be more funnier, but you're a funny person anyways. See, alcohol just brings out who you are on the inside that you're scared to bring out. So once you start questioning those beliefs and start changing those unconscious beliefs, it will go into your habits because you'll be congruent. See, with there's a problem with um, your conscious and your subconscious. Because consciously you want to quit drinking, but subconsciously you see yourself as this person when you drink alcohol. You see yourself as this great person. You see yourself as this funny person. You see yourself as this, I can't live without it because I'm more sociable. But is it true? Are you more sociable? Or are you just hiding? Um, are you just hiding the fact? Now, look, there's a lot of things that go into your subconscious beliefs. There's a lot of things going into your conscious mind. There's a lot of things that happen with the chemicals in your brain. There's a lot of things happening with your beliefs. There's a lot of things happening surrounding all this stuff surrounding alcohol. And I can't get into it today. I only got a couple more minutes here. But, just stay tuned to this channel. We're going to go really deep into this in the next couple weeks. I do have a coaching program coming up in May. If people are interested, I will give you details in the next week. Probably at the end of the week, I should have everything set up to release to everybody the times and the dates and all that fun stuff. But if you're actually serious about being alcohol free this year, I am on a mission to help 1,000 people become alcohol free. And you can do it. You can completely leave alcohol behind. Took me 19 years to realize that I can completely leave alcohol behind, out of my life, gone. I don't even think about it. And my life is so much better because of it. Because I learned this stuff. I learned to change my subconscious beliefs. Then I can change my habits. I change my identity. Then I can go work on the habits and get over the cravings. And but it all starts with these underlying beliefs, these underlying issues, your underlying identity around alcohol and who you think you are with alcohol. And I can guarantee you that you're a much better person without it. That's my personal opinion. I'm a much better person without it. There's been plenty of family members that are much better people without it. They left it behind, and so can you. So if you're struggling today, or you're just thinking about quitting, just take a break. Challenge yourself. Say, I'm gonna join this group, or you can join whatever group you want. There's plenty of get sober groups that are really great. Let's join this group. Tell your friends if they're having a problem with alcohol too. Tell your friends to join my group. We'll do this together. We'll get through this together, because it's one of my passions. It's one of my things I want to do. I cannot wait to help people realize that they can leave this crap completely behind. And it is one of the hardest drugs to quit because it's a drug that is everywhere. I saw something, a meme on, I think it was Facebook or Instagram, one of those things. I saw a meme that said, if there was bags of crack and meth on the grocery shelves, I don't think I could quit drugs. But now there's alcohol everywhere. So it's really hard for people to quit because you have that constant reminder of, look, there's alcohol here. But you can't get rid of that alcohol because it's never going to go away. Look, guys, the real hard truth is alcohol is never going to be out of your life completely. You're either going to have a spouse that's going to drink around you, or you're going to have stuff at the liquor store. You're going to have people offering you drinks. You're going to have people that want you to go out to the pub, and you're going to think that you have to miss out on that and hang and be social with your friends because you don't want to drink. And look, once you change your identity around alcohol and become a non-drinker, and you can tell them, look, I don't drink, and you can tell them with confidence, and you can tell them with definite conviction that you don't. It's such a freeing feeling, guys, because now you can go to the store and look at alcohol and not even want it anymore. I posted on Facebook a question. I said, is alcohol something you can't have or you don't want? And a lot of people said, well, I can't have it. And a lot of people said both. But there was a few people who I could tell have been alcohol free for a while because they say, I don't want it. That is an identity shift. That is because they changed the beliefs, the subconscious beliefs. That is because the subconscious beliefs changed their habits around alcohol. That is because their identity is no longer with shame and guilt and all those things. Their identity is now, I'm a non-drinker and I don't care what you think. See, too many people think that drinkers are normal. Guys, there's nothing normal about drinking poison. There's nothing normal about, having to use this substance to help you relax or get rid of your anxiety, because it doesn't help you relax. Actually, if you look at the chemical, what happens in your brain chemically, it actually stresses you out more. It actually makes anxiety worse. It actually hurts your body worse. It's going to give you cancer and all these nasty things. So I want to get you guys to that point where you say, I'm a non-drinker, or even if you say I'm a non-drinker, and you can have a drink once in a while if that's what you want to do. I know that's a slippery slope. I know that alcohol is poison, but just tell yourself, look, it might not be forever, but just give it a shot. Give it a try. Write those things down on a piece of paper. What's painful about alcohol? What are you getting pleasure with alcohol? And then switch it around. What is painful? Are those pleasurable things with alcohol actually painful? Are they true? Is it true that those beliefs you have, are they true? Does it actually give me more confidence? Does it give me, or am I just lacking that skill? And you can learn skills, guys. You can learn skills. You can learn anything you want on the internet. And I can teach you lots of skills if you want. I have learned tons of skills. But it's not knowing the skills, it's putting them into action. So anyways, guys, we're coming up on 25 minutes. We are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and my personal page, AF Breakthrough Group, and YouTube. Look, guys, if you know anybody who is struggling with alcohol today, please share this group with them. If you've got anything out of this conversation, please share this video. We'll be back on Wednesday with another video with my sister, of all people, which is going to be really awesome because she's been sober for 24 years. She was actually one of the inspirations for me to look at my life a little bit differently, the point that I decided to quit. So anyways, stay sober, my friends. If you want to be alcohol free today is the day to just give it a shot. Try it for a couple of days. Try it for 7 days at least, because that's how long, 7 to 10 days, that's how long it will take for the alcohol to come out of your system. And I can guarantee you that you will feel so much better. You'll have more money, you'll have more energy, you'll have more time with your family, you'll be more present. There's all sorts of benefits of stopping drinking. So anyways, I'm taking off. Have yourselves a meaningful and sober day. Hope you got some of this, something out of this today. that your subconscious mind is actually controlling your beliefs and your habits and all those things. And that hopefully we can see you guys on Wednesday. My sister has 24 years of sobriety, so she's probably got some pretty good wisdom for you guys. So I will see you guys then. If you want to, you can also, this is also on YouTube, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be posting videos on these kinds of topics. The next topic is going to be spontaneous sobriety on my YouTube channel, and that'll be out on what? Oh man, that'll be out on Wednesday. Wednesday, probably around 10 a.m. or so, if I can get it all edited and popped out for you guys. I love you guys. Stay sober and have yourselves a meaningful day. And I will see you next time.